I challenged myself to walk 2 miles every day on my treadmill in socks, not shoes, just socks. You ask why? Me too. No, I'm just kidding. I have a few reasons. Welcome to Tiffy Tries, 1 month, 1 mission. Every month, I take on a new challenge, push my limits, and learn something new. Join me as we dive into the adventure together. For starters, my health wasn't great, and I'd heard walking could help me lose weight, reduce stress, and improve my balance and coordination. Also, I wanted to see if walking barefoot could help with the strange feeling of fullness I have been having in my left foot and hand, something doctors really couldn't explain. Top of that, I wanted to build endurance, and honestly, I wanted to look better. My booty needed exercise. Alright, let's talk about expectations. I thought I'd lose weight, stop having foot pains, strengthen my legs, and generally feel better. I figured it would be hard at first and gradually get easier. But in those first few days, my feet hurt worse than ever. My left foot hurt even if I would sit down for a few minutes and then stand back up. Weight bearing, it would hurt. And I could feel it at night, and I would keep myself awake, afraid I might actually lose my foot. The 2 miles lasted forever on some days. I would start out slower, and the slower I went, of course, it took longer to get to 2 miles. And when I tried to speed things up, I would lose my breath, trip over my feet, and sometimes have to abandon treadmill. Eventually, I stopped pushing so hard and just aimed for 2 miles per hour. Over time, I noticed some days were easy and even enjoyable, other days not so much. Some days I was more out of breath than I was the day before doing the exact same thing, and sometimes I was not having fun. Something else that I didn't expect was how sore the bottom of my feet were going to get. The tread on my treadmill is not meant for bare feet. When I tried to walk barefoot on my treadmill, because that was the original plan, the tread on my treadmill would give me pretty bad blisters, and if I do it with socks on, if I'm doing over 3 miles per hour for a long period of time, I will get blisters. As days went on, my balance improved. Early on, I'd stumble and sometimes even have to jump off the treadmill, but after 3 weeks, I had more control and better stability. Walking on my treadmill instead of outside also meant that I could watch YouTube or get some work done. It still feels a bit unnatural, but working while walking is something I'm getting better at, though I do have to slow down depending on the task. So would I recommend it and keep doing it? The answer is definitely yes. In fact, last month I even encouraged my mom to get a treadmill, and while she hasn't made it part of her daily habit, I am encouraging her to do so. Now I bet you're wondering if I've lost any weight. To be honest, no. But I did gain definition in my legs, and I do feel that I have a better endurance than before. I walk straighter, I bump into the walls way less frequently, which is, pretty cool. My feet can definitely handle being on the treadmill a lot longer than they were at the beginning. It was pretty rough, and overall I just feel better. I feel better. This challenge didn't turn me into an athlete overnight, but it did remind me that progress shows up in small ways, like fewer stumbles, stronger legs, and more confidence. If you're thinking about trying something new, maybe even a little weird, here's your sign. Start where you are, see what happens. Thanks for joining me this month on Tiffy Tries, 1 month, 1 mission. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for next month's challenge.